In the shadow of Embercliff Keep, a dragon's reign of terror loomed large. The beast, known as Ashwyrm, was no ordinary creature of flame and fury. Its scales shimmered with an unnatural black sheen, like molten obsidian, and its eyes glowed with an ancient malice that seemed to pierce the soul. For years, it ravaged the villages below, its fiery wrath reducing homes to ash and fields to barren wastelands. The people whispered of its coming in fear, calling it the shadow of the sky. But one knight refused to yield to despair. Ser Aldric of Embercliff, clad in battered plate armor that bore the scars of countless battles, vowed to end the dragon's tyranny. Armed with a long sword forged from star steel, a rare metal said to cut through even the hardest dragon's scales, Aldric ascended the craggy peaks to face the monster in its lair. The confrontation came as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an ember glow over the jagged cliffs. The dragon emerged from the cavern, its massive wings unfurling like a storm cloud. With a deafening roar, it launched itself toward Aldric, flames spewing from its maw. The knight braced himself, raising his shield just in time to block the inferno, though the heat seared his arm through the steel. Aldric struck with precision and resolve, his blades slicing through the air as he dodged the dragon's deadly claws. The ground trembled beneath their clash, each blow echoing like thunder across the mountainside. The knight's strikes found their mark, chipping away at Ashwyrm's armored hide. But the dragon was cunning, its tail whipping around to knock Aldric off his feet. Gasping for breath, Aldric scrambled to his knees as Ashwyrm loomed over him, jaws wide to deliver the final blow. But Aldric was no stranger to desperation. Drawing upon his last reserves of strength, he lunged forward and drove the star steel blade deep into the soft underbelly of the beast, a vulnerable spot beneath its armored chest. Ashwyrm let out a deafening screech, its fiery breath dying in its throat. The beast collapsed in a thunderous crash, the glow of its eyes fading to darkness. Aldric, bloodied and exhausted, stood victorious. The villagers below watched in stunned silence as the shadow of the dragon fell from the cliffs. Their cheers soon erupted, echoing across the valley as they hailed the knight who had freed them from the dragon's terror. Though his body bore the wounds of his battle, Aldric's heart swelled with pride. The people would rebuild, the fields would bloom again, and Embercliff Keep would stand as a symbol of courage in the face of despair. But as Aldric descended the mountain, he carried with him the weight of the battle, a reminder of the sacrifices made to slay the shadow of the sky.